This is Father Joe Mitchell from the Passionist Earth Spirit Center. Welcome to today's meditation experience. During this extraordinary time when we are all trying to find a wise and centered way of moving through the world, we are providing these resources to help you find your own inner courage and compassion and touch the divine presence within. Parker Bowling is leading this meditation experience. Parker works at the Earth and Spirit Center, facilitating trauma-sensitive mindfulness and nature connection programs. So now, sit back, ground yourself in your body, and if you find your mind wandering or distracted, simply return your attention to the guided experience.
Welcome to this guided meditation on practicing rain. Recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. We'll begin this meditation by settling into a comfortable seat. You might like to place your feet on the floor, feeling the weight of your left foot and then the right. Closing the eyes if it's comfortable, or just lowering the gaze down to the ground a few feet in front of you. And just beginning to notice the breath, where it comes in and out most easily. Perhaps it's the rise and fall of the belly or the chest. Or maybe you notice the air coming in and out of the nostrils. Just settling your attention wherever you notice the breath most easily today. And when your mind begins to wander, just gently returning your attention back to the breath, and resting in this awareness without any need to judge thoughts. Now we'll begin to explore the first step of rain, which is to recognize. And this is an invitation just to recognize what is going on in your inner landscape right now. As we settle into stillness, noticing if there's an emotion that's predominant in your inner landscape today. Or you might notice thoughts that are coming up. It can be useful to translate these thoughts through your heart space into an emotion that might be at the root of them. Might be translating thoughts about what you're going to do later today, or things that feel overwhelming, translating into the emotion of anxiety or fear or worry. Or you might translate thoughts about something you're looking forward to into joy or happiness. Just recognizing whatever is going on in your inner landscape and just settling with whatever feels most noticeable today. Choosing one. Naming it in your mind. And as you sit with this emotion, just moving into the second step of rain, allowing it to be present right now. You might like to do this by just returning your attention onto the breath and imagining as if the breath, as it comes in and out, is just making space for whatever emotion is present for you. Just allowing it to be there without any need to change what's happening, to stop it. Just allowing this emotion to be present in your inner landscape right now. maybe labeling it again if that's helpful. Fear, happiness. And then moving into the I of rain, investigating. And during this step, I'd just like to invite you to begin to inquire with a sense of curiosity, a gentle curiosity into what is going on right now inside of you. What does this emotion feel like in the body? Is there a certain part of the body where you feel it most easily? Maybe there's a sensation that comes up from this emotion. There might be a tightness or a tingling, or maybe there's ease or lightness. Just noticing, what does this emotion feel like in my body right now? And maybe you don't really feel anything, just knowing that that's also part of this inquiry. Maybe just labeling this as numbness and letting it be. And just continuing this investigation and always letting your heart lead with this, right? We spend so much of our time thinking all day. This is the opportunity to just sink back into that more intuitive place of knowing inside of us and just inquire from that space. We might like to consider and explore with this emotion we've been sitting with. What am I believing because of this? What thoughts are underlying this emotion? Are there thoughts of, I'm not good enough, things are not going to be okay, I'm unlovable? Noticing any challenging beliefs, I'm scared of losing this. I don't want this to last. I'm scared this won't last. Just exploring any beliefs from your heart space that might be coming up with this emotion. And as we move into the fourth step of rain, nurturing, just taking time now to send a bit of ease and acceptance, maybe even love to yourself. And for this, you might like to place a hand on the heart, or maybe a hand wherever you felt that emotion earlier in the body. And just bringing a sense of warmth and care to this place. You might like to silently repeat to yourself something like, darling, I'm here for you. Or, I care about this suffering. Or maybe we'll get through this together. Just sensing into what feels most natural for you. What love can you send to this place right now? And if it still feels tough to access this, just knowing that's completely normal. And maybe just giving yourself silence and space and knowing that this can also be a form of radical self-compassion. To just let yourself be exactly as you are without need to change it. And to conclude our practice, we'll just spend some time in silence together. This is what we call after the rain. So just like in real life, when a rainstorm passes and afterwards, on a warm summer's evening, just imagining the clarity that's in the air, the freshness, that sense that something's moved through us and it's moved beyond this, that there's a new beginning to this. And so we just rest in the silence of gratitude for moving through and working with emotions. Just resting in this space, maybe following your breath if that's helpful. And I'll invite the bell to sound 3 times. You no longer hear the last sound, just beginning to open the eyes, returning your gaze to the room.